All right, what's up, Facebook world? I am here playing with what I think is a pretty cool background for a Facebook Live. Today is episode 5 of Freedom Hacks, and I actually missed the free live training on Friday. I'm not going to make too many excuses. It was a personal reason, but I'm excited to make sure that we keep building on everything that I started last week. And this weekend, we did something that I wanted to share with you all because I don't know how many of you actually do this, but every time that I've done this, it's amazing what comes from it, I guess, longer term. And what I'm talking about is really thinking big. You know, when you think big, think about like the exact type of lifestyle that you want. You know, how crazy could things get? How big can your dream actually be? And for us, we spent most of this weekend, last weekend, and the weekend before driving around the whole of Phoenix and just having a look at areas that, for us, like if we could, you know, build a dream house or if we could buy our dream house, that's where we would be. So we went to all of the wealthiest areas in Phoenix. We had a look around at some crazy houses. We spent probably, some of you are gonna laugh, we probably spent like 6 hours, maybe more, just this weekend looking at photos, looking at website tours, you know, I mean, going on all the real estate sites, driving around, having a look at all the different estates and the golf resorts and everything else. And the main reason why we do that is because for us, it reinforces that vision. It reinforces that big goal, that dream of everything that we want to work towards. And I'm not just talking materialistic, right? Imagine the feeling of walking in every day to your dream house. Getting into your dream car, being able to see your kids run around on a massive property and do the things that you only wished that you had the opportunity perhaps to do as a kid. Being able to travel around the world, being able to travel in style around the world, being able to experience things that some people never get to experience. Like that for me is what your vision, the big goal should really be about. And you've probably all heard about a BHAG, right? A big, hairy, audacious goal. But for me, the more I can stretch myself, the more I can actually achieve. And the reason why I feel that's possible is because you stretch your realm of possibility. Like what you think is possible now, suddenly when you achieve that goal, then what's next, right? And so often we sell ourselves short. Like we only put a goal out there that is, you know, this far away, rather than something that's so far away that it's going to stretch every part of you to be able to achieve it. Whether you get there or not, in the end, it doesn't really matter. I think it's all about the process, and it's all about who you become throughout the journey of really going for something big. You know, we've completely transformed our life over the last 12 months to build a huge company. That's our goal. Like when we got back into the offline fitness space, it wasn't to come back and own another gym. I've had 10 of those, right? I didn't want to just own another gym. For us, it was to build a company that is massive, that has a big impact, that changes lots of lives of not only the people that are within our facilities, but the people that work for us and their lives and the charities we donate to. I mean, everything that we earn as a profit, 5 to 10% of that goes to charity every single month. So for us, it's a big part of what we want to do. And even to think on that scale changes the way that we approach things on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. So ask yourself this question, you know, what is something massive that you've always dreamed of, but when you think about it, you sort of talk yourself out of it, right? You don't go and explore it. You don't try and see every last detail, right? And that's why we go and look at these areas and we go and look at these houses, because we want to be able to visualize it. I know what the pool looks like, the master bedroom looks like, the kitchen, my office, the theater room, like all of these little things, because it's all part of creating that little video in my head that reinforces that end vision and that end goal. And it might sound silly to some of you if you've never done it before, but trust me, when you can get to the point of being able to visualize and clearly see every aspect of what it is that you're working towards and what it looks like, what does it feel like, what would it be like to experience it, it gives you a new level of, I want to say empowerment, but more I feel action taking, right? Like for me to be consistent when I don't want to be consistent, for me to push through when I don't want to push through, for me to do the boring shit when I just want to headbutt a wall, right? Like today, I had to build a membership site myself. And I suck at that stuff, but for me, it's all part of what I'm doing. It's a completely free course attached to my book. and I want more people to have access to it. So I'm going to give it away for free, right? So in order to do that, I had to build it. But the reason why I share it is that I can do that because I've got such a clear video in my head. I've got such a clear picture of everything that I'm trying to achieve and what it looks like in every last detail. And I always tell my kids these crazy things that we're going to do in 1 or 2 years from now. And I have no idea how we're going to do them. None. And it was the same for Jess and I when we had to start again 4 or 5 years ago. And I told her for her 30th birthday, we would fly business class to Europe with her parents for 3.5 weeks. We were barely making enough money to eat at that point, right? But 4 years later, on her 30th birthday, we were sitting in Etihad business class, right? Because we dreamt about it, we saw about it. I watched YouTube videos about what business class was like on each airline so I could decide on which one I really wanted to go for and start pricing out. So start thinking bigger, because when you can think bigger, you can see bigger things, which will lead you to see more opportunities that right now you probably don't see because you're not stretching your mind and your potential and your capability enough. All right, that is Freedom Hacks episode 5. I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow, probably in a different light, but I thought this was a bit of fun. And as always, if there's anything you resonate with, please comment below. And if you feel like somebody would benefit from this, hit the share button. And for me, if I can get in front of more people and help more people, live a better life, that is my greatest goal. So I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow.